Hi, everybody. Welcome to our yin practice for today's session. So what I've created for us is a neck and shoulder tension relief class. Doesn't that sound awesome? So we're going to start today by being seated. I like to sit because my hips are kind of tight. I like to sit up onto a block, entirely up to you. I want you to find a position that is super soft, super comfortable for you. So find that spot. Maybe rock side to side, feeling your sit bones connect down to the earth and into the ground. So today's practice, as I said, it's a neck and shoulder tension relief. So we're going to be holding, we only have half an hour together. So we're going to be holding the poses for about, and the shapes for about 3 minutes each. Okay. So shoulders are going to come up and then they're going to come down. Let's close our eyes or soften them if that's more comfortable for you. And see if you get your head and your back nice and straight, nice and stacked over top of, your vertebrae, nice straight line, but not that you're focusing solely on it. See if you can bring your shoulders in alignment. One focusing coming down, one coming up. So just tune into your body, what we would like. Hands come on the top of your knees. Maybe we throw a little smile on our face. And let's just soften. Soften your breath. And soften your inhales and soften your exhales. We're coming from a workout, so it might take a couple of minutes for us to find a nice, calm, stable breathing. But actually, I can help us get that. Let's do some nostril breathing. So I want you to take your thumb. So take your thumb and bring it up to your left thumb over to your left nostril, and then close it. Use your thumb and close your nostril. Now inhale through your right nostril. Hold it at the top. Now use your index finger, close off that nostril. Exhale out of your left. So inhale out of your left. Close it off. Exhale out of your right. Inhale all the way up out of your right. Close it off. Exhale out of your left. So alternate nostril breathing. Just continue that. So changing the inhale, closing it off, and exhale. So go at your own pace and go at your own breath. This really alternate nostril. The breathing helps us come more in line, more focused, more calming, because we have to concentrate. Am I inhaling out? Am I exhaling out? Where are my little fingers and thumbs going? So it's a really nice distraction from monkey brain. So do 2 more. One more. And then we'll bring our hands back down onto our knees. We're going to start with a nice neck release. So I want you to think about bringing your left ear to your left shoulder. So we don't want to bring the shoulder up, we want to bring the ear down. The other thing we don't want to do is we don't want to take the chin down or the chin up. We want to kind of keep it neutral, just for now. So find that stretch and feel that on the right side of your body. Now take your right hand. If you're sitting on a block, you might want to bring your other block. So it's bringing the world up a little bit. And then walk that right hand a little further out. Now we're going to take our left hand. We're going to bring it to the top of the head. And you're not going to, I'm not one that likes to say not going to do something, but you are not going to torque your neck. You're going to use just the weight of your hand to soften. So soften your hand on your ear, the side of your head. Soften your shoulder. And breathe. So with each inhale and exhale, you're finding more calm, more peace. So you might want to inhale the word I am. Exhale, at peace. Now, if you're feeling that stretch, and that's, with yin, we want to get to that little sweet spot. And if you're feeling it, and maybe your body wants to get a little deeper into it, take your chin and point it a little bit up towards your ceiling. Just a bit. And necks are going to thank us for this. We carry so much tension. And also, everything that we do involves our neck and our head. And because I'm short, I have to look up more, so it gets a little bit extra workout. Take a few more breaths here. And then keeping the neck in place, I want you to just let go, bring the top arm up, back down to the ground, up onto your knee. Bring your other hand onto your knee. And then drop your chin down into your chest. And let's just rebound there for a couple of breaths. All right, now we'll come back up to neutral. And if you're using the block, let's take it over to the other side. We're here, and then find that sit bones, find that your shoulders are nice and level, back is nice and strong, head is nice, chin's level. Take a nice big inhale. On your exhale, drop to the opposite side. So we're dropping the ear, not the shoulders. Now you take your other hand, walk it out. If you're on the ground, you can keep it to the ground, otherwise walk it out to the side block, because you've got your earth a little closer. Opposite hand's going to come up. You're going to use the weight and the warmth of your hand alongside your head. Find that sweet spot and breathe. Just let everything get heavy and surrender into the shape, into the pose. We want to get deep past our muscles here. We want to get into our connective tissues. Deep stretch. Deep tension release. So some of the shapes tonight are going to open up our heart and our lung meridians. So we're going to have lots more heart, lots more breath. Now, if it feels good, just stay right here. Otherwise, if your body's inviting you, take a little bit more. Take the chin and turn it up towards your ceiling. Nice and soft. Oh, you might notice when you turn the chin that it's getting a little bit deeper into the back of the neck muscles as opposed to just to the side. Your knees are soft, your hips are soft. You're finding you're holding tension, maybe just back off a little bit. We want to do our body good here. You need to put it in a little bit of stress, a little bit of tension, but not too much. All right, so we're going to lift the top arm up, bring it back down onto our knees. Other arm's going to come in. I'm going to bring the head back up and then drop the chin down into our chest. All right, come on back up to neutral. So I'm on my block, so I'm going to remove my block and I'm going to keep it handy at the front of my mat, on the long edge of my mat, move the other ones out. Just give your legs a little shake, a little rattle and a roll, and then we're going to come down onto our bellies. So we're going to go what we call bow tie. So come on to your belly. Block can be available. Let's call it that way. So you're coming down onto your belly. The tops of your feet are flat against the ground. And then just rock side to side to really feel that your hips, your pelvic bone, everything's going to be connected. Now, arms are coming out kind of like a seal. So their elbows are bent, forearms are in the front. You're going to take your left hand and bring it behind your right. What day is it? All right, you're going to take your left hand and you're going to slide it underneath your right hand so that you're bringing your left elbow in line with your right hand. Mm-hmm. And then you're going to slide your right hand over. So now my both elbows are touching. I'm going to bring my block a little bit closer. I'm going to slide my arms away from one another and then drop my head down to the ground or onto a block. So it really is, you've made a bow tie, if you want to look at it first, out of your arms. And you're dropping your head down. So you're getting a big stretch through the arms and through the upper back and the shoulders. And once you're there, you're going to let go. You're just going to let everything go. Let everything get heavy. Hips are heavy. Head is heavy. I like to use the block. I find it helps me keep my breath. And feel your belly rise. And feel your belly fall. And don't try to force anything. Don't try to get anywhere. Just truly, truly, truly just engage in the moment. They say, you know, all we have is the moment. Past is the past, the present is the future, or the future, we don't have any control over either of it. So just be. Think about how fortunate we are that we're able to give this, you know, short amount of time, but such an important amount of time to our overall health and well-being. I've got a few a little bit longer, so maybe feeling that you can create a bit more, you can bring in the arms a little bit further away from one another, but just explore it. You know, this is just a journey, just an exploration. And slowly lift your head and start to drag one arm and then the other arm up. And then bring them back at your elbows, hands down by your shoulders and your elbows down by your side, and just drop your forehead back down the ground. And then we're going to get ready to take it over to the other side. So I drag my left arm through my right first. So let's take the right arm behind the left. And then the left arm over in front. Bring that block a little closer. And maybe if you're feeling any tension in your back, rock side to side before you collapse, before you surrender, before you give in. And one side might be a little bit looser already than the other, it might be tighter. You might be feeling it different. both sides of our body. We're not the same. And each day we're so different. And breathe. Let everything get nice and heavy. When your body, if your body tells you, you know, I'm ready to take it a little deeper, see if you can reach your arms further from one another. But if not, that's okay. Just the fact that we're holding this shape is going to open up so much. We've got another minute. We get nice and heavy, nice and soft. Our arms and our shoulders went through a lot this week. We've done so much biceps, upper body workout, that giving this time back to them is really, really good. But this practice is one that you can do at any time you're going to reap benefits. It doesn't have to follow a bicep workout. All right, slowly lift your head and start to untangle out of that. And bring your arms back so your hands are by your shoulders and your elbows are in line with your body. Just drop your head down to the ground. Now slide your arms long alongside your body so that the palms are now up towards the air. And bring your cheek, your head down on one cheek. Doesn't matter, whatever cheek you like. Hold it in there. All right, let's drag the hands back up. And you're gonna press yourself back up. And we're gonna come back to sit. So you have a couple of options on, you're gonna grab your strap. A couple of options on sitting. You can sit onto your knees, but we're gonna be there for a while, so that might not be very comfortable. Or you can bring your blocks and you can sit on your block. So back to how we started. Now we're gonna cross, if you're gonna use the block, cross your legs, if that's comfortable for you. We're gonna go into arch your arms. So that's gonna open up the chest. It's gonna give us a really big, nice stretch for the back of the arms. So you do wanna take a strap. I'm gonna turn around to show you. And then I'll face back to walk with you. So we're turning, sitting across this way. I'm going to throw my strap over top, bring one hand down and one hand up. So I'm trying to reach my hands towards one another. And then when I'm in that position, that's when I'm going to open up through my elbows and through my chest. So it's like I've got a bow and arrow and I'm going to shoot it. All right, that's where they're coming up with this archer arms. All right, so want to find that stillness and find your breath. You want to find that, what's it called? This tension. I have a little loop in my strap, so I want to make sure that I'm avoiding that because I want to be able to walk my hands closer to each other through it. So bring that shoulder down and the other shoulder up and squeeze. Now that we're here, we're going to start to open up, but just by time. That's all it's going to do. We're not going to do anything. We're not going to rush it. Just time is going to take us there to open up the chest, open up the arms. So like I said, it's a big stretch for the back of the arms as well as the shoulders. So breathe. Maybe close your eyes. Think of one of your favorite places in the world. I know it's right here with me, isn't it? All right, go back to thinking about your favorite place. Maybe it's a lake. Maybe it's a waterfall. Maybe it's a comfy chair that you've sat on with your favorite book or favorite light. Lamp. Just hang out in your favorite spot. How does your favorite spot make you feel? Soften your cheeks. Soften your jaw. And maybe you want to move your jaw around side to side. And then let's find some stillness and some quiet. So we can once again surrender, give in, and relish. Take a few more breaths. We'll slowly come out of that. Remove your strap. And I just want you, if you're on a block, come off the block just for a second and bend your knees and keep your feet on the floor. You're going to bring your arms underneath your thighs. Hug them together, maybe grab the opposite elbows and bring your forehead down towards your knees. Take one more breath. Oops. Cancel that. All right, I'm going to go back up onto my handy dandy block. I'm going to cross my legs the opposite way now, so the opposite foot's in front. And we're going to take the strap and roll it over so that the opposite arm comes up and behind. Now, some people have a great range of motion. You can bring your fingertips to join one another. That's where we're going to grab that arm, bring the arm up the back and the other arm down. So that's where we're going to be trying to target for. All right, so opening up through your chest, find that little bit of stress level, that sweet spot, kind of like Goldilocks, right? Not too much, not too little, just that perfect spot for our body. And then let's sink in and settle and let the yin magic do its wonders. Opening up our muscles, opening up our fascia, getting nice and deep. And you go back to your favorite spot. Could be water, could be a brook, could be a mountain, could be by a fireplace. Maybe somewhere where you need extra layers so it's cold and crisp. But be somewhere nice and warm and sun shining on you. Couple more breaths. And can you walk your hands a little closer up your strap? All right, let's slowly come out of that. And we can move the strap out of our way. We're going to come off our block. Won't need your blocks, so you can pull those out of the way. Once again, we want to bend our knees, feet flat on the ground. Grab opposite elbows, drop your head down into your knees, into your thigh. And let everything go. And then roll back up. All right, we're going back down onto our bellies. We're going to do a nice lying chest and heart opener. So coming back down as we did for bow tie. So rock your hips side to side, bring the top of your feet in line. So let's see if I can get us through this little calmer this time. All right, so my right hand is going to be by my chest, and the elbow is going to come in. You can have a block, so I said you didn't need one, but if you want to use one to bring it on top of your head as a pillow, have it close by. So bring your left hand by your chest, and then you're going to push over onto your right shoulder. All right, so there's a couple of options. The knees can both stay bent right into your side. You can take your top hand and bring it behind your back so you can find your lower back. Rest it there. Top leg can come back as well. So I want you to find how much body weight you're going to put onto your shoulder and onto your chest. But we want it to be a chest opener, so we want you to focus on rotating that upper shoulder and the chest back. So find your spot, soften, give in, and know that you're giving lots of love back to your body. And breathe. Now see if you can really slow down your inhales and your exhales, and do both inhale and exhale out of your nose. Nice, slow, full breaths. Letting your body slow down and sink. Take away some of the anxieties and stresses and pace, the fast pace of our world. All right, if your top leg is long, bring it back in line so your both knees are bent. Bring that upper arm back over. And then just kind of hang out here in a little fetal position. And then we'll roll over back onto our bellies. And we're going to take it over to the other side. So again, rock your hips side to side. Bring the tops of the feet down to the ground. And we're going to bring our left hand by our shoulder. Right hand is going to come down by our chest. We're going to push over towards it. And so the back leg can come up and over, or both knees can stay bent. That back up top arm can come across on the other side. Take this one here. So find what feels best for you, what feels good for you, and know that what felt good on one side might not necessarily feel good on the other. And that's okay. You might be a little tighter on one side, so you're not going to open up that chest, maybe doesn't go as far. And that's okay. There's no trophy. It's all about feeling our body. What's right for it, what's best for it. Working respectfully to that. And let's go back to those nice deep nostril inhales and nostril exhales. Nice and heavy. Take 2 more nice, big, slow breaths. And when you're ready, roll back onto your belly. Bring both hands underneath your forehead. Stack your hands on top of each other. Bring your forehead to the top of your hands. And let everything soften. Then bring your hands down by your shoulders. You're going to press into your hands and push your glutes back into a child's pose. So if child's pose is not what you're feeling tonight, and you want to flip over into final shavasana for a couple of breaths right onto your back, feel free to do that as well. Take a few nice deep breaths. And slowly walk your hands towards your knees. We are going to sit onto our knees. Let's take a nice big inhale, bring your arms up to the side, bring your arms up towards your ceiling. Join your fingers, join your palms, and join your thumbs. Exhale, bring your hands down to your heart center. Take your gaze down to look towards your thumbs. And I'd like to thank each and every one of you for joining me for our neck and stretch, our neck and stretch shoulders, tension relief. Namaste. After a yoga practice like that, you're going to need lots of water. Our muscles have to be fed back. We want to get lots of hydration into them.